I get to be in it. Remember the last one, me and Krabs, we got frozen out while the other two guys go off on their little adventure. So we went to the creator, Stephen Hillenburg, and said, can we be in this movie this time? And so we're in all of it. And it's just funnier. I think the script is nicer. There's more variety because of the different media that we can do, the 3D and the live action stuff and the CG stuff too. Sorry.
Given such popularity of Invader Zim, do you think would there ever be like a special episode that kind of a fan service thing that would ever come back? Or
Invader Zim? Well, the problem is the politics with the creator. He's such an auteur that he doesn't want changes, and the Nickelodeon wants, say, do it as CG or do it this way or even live action or whatever. And he has that very strong vision of what it should be. And until he gets that, he's content to just say, I'm not going to do it again. Let the piece stand the way it was without tinkering with it. So that's the unfortunate part of that. I don't think it will continue in any shape, form, or fashion, unfortunately. Matt.
So as annoying as Squidward is with SpongeBob, can you leave that in the studio when you were done with that?
I take it with me. I use it. No, I'm not really. But you know, if I am annoyed at something, if I go into Squidward's voice, it softens the effect. I can really be serious, but no one thinks I am. It's my little disguise. So shut up! Yeah, go ahead.
Do you have any sort of dream role, past, present, or future?
This is my dream role. I must say, this is work. This is my sweet spot. It enables me to do a lot of varied things. As I said, I get to be the sarcastic commentator of the insanity around me, and then when it starts to affect me, I get to go crazy and scream and yell and go all over the place. And I can't imagine another animated character that I would enjoy doing more. I can imagine one being paid more, but actually they pay his part good too. Yes.
How much of your personality do you think is like Squidward?
That's an interesting question because my personality, I joke about it, but I wonder if it's true. It's starting becoming more like Squidward. I call him my alter ego, but it's becoming less altered. Yes.
How do you feel about Squidward being abused mostly in the later seasons of SpongeBob? Because there's this term that's going around the internet called Squidward torture fun.
Yeah. Well, you know, torture is fun. They go through phases with the writing, you know, and they found out that this one particular aspect had some legs as far as comedy goes. In the first time we saw SpongeBob found Mermaid Man's utility belt, and he flashes Squidward and starts changing him, and that's what they learned how to scream. They did all that little sequence there. They found that kind of works. I don't sense an overall trend in it. They're just exploring that particular facet of comedy. So I don't mind it because it's fun to scream. Sorry.
So what are your thoughts on how Patrick's character changed throughout the series? Like he's more selfish and dumber now than before.
Interesting, Patrick was originally designed to be a bully, and they changed that. They found what's funny is when Patrick goes nuts, and he all of a sudden develops teeth, and he just goes crazy, and that's really, really funny. So again, like this torture issue, they're exploring that, expanding it. Comedy has a voracious appetite. Episodic comedy is just a hunger for ideas all the time. That's why our show has had this evolution. I love it. Some people come up and say, well, I like the earlier episodes, and then there was a period when it wasn't as good, and hopefully now it's getting better again. You change writers, you have to explore different scenarios, and some are more successful than others. And unfortunately, but I think now fortunately, cartoons have a tendency to get wordy. The cartoon's animation has something that nobody else can do. Of course, with CG you can do it now, and that is, say you get hit with a frying pan, and your face takes the shape of a frying pan. But once you start having so much dialogue, like King of the Hill, there's no reason why that should be animated. It's a sitcom with humans. There's nothing strange and exclusive to animation that happens there. We're getting back to that now, where it's more of that type of abstraction, like when SpongeBob and Patrick, SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs go on crime jacks, they will do all kinds of abstractions as crying. SpongeBob will turn into a lawn sprinkler, or it will cry out onto the floor and then suck it back in, and that sort of thing. We're getting back to that visual quality that is exclusive of cartoons, and I'm very happy about it, because that's where we came from, and that's where we should be going.